Hello Libra, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Libra for the month of February. Now do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and get a shuffle in here for you. If I can hold the cards. I do hope you're doing well. I hope things are going good for you. So this month is a pretty nice month. All planets are direct. And what I've been saying for everybody is that this is a really, really great month to start something new. It's a really great month to put plans in motion, put plans in action, as we are dealing with some really positive astrological energy. Of course, Pluto is also now in Aquarius, so that should bring some big collective changes as well. All right, let's go ahead and get everything set up here. I think that's looking just about good enough to me. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the Four of Wands. So something about your stability, something about being rooted, your foundations in life here, showing up with this Four of Wands. You can see that this is definitely also a marriage card. You can see the family here is in a marriage ceremony. So it's a very good card for long-term romantic situations. Definitely a card you want to see when you have something like the Two of Cups. So single Libras could absolutely be meeting somebody who is committed and dedicated and the real deal, that is for sure. If that is on the table for you, if that's something that you're looking for. For those of you in a relationship, there could be a really nice love development as well. Maybe some of you are getting engaged or something like this here. That could certainly be showing up as well. But this reading is not just about love. This reading is also about some type of victory and success in your career. I think maybe in your career situation, something is turning around here. There's like a turnaround energy here for your career situation. It almost feels like maybe some of you are getting increases in how much you earn. This could be like a company-wide pay bump, or this could be you getting a job raise generally, as we have this nice row of wands here showing up, which looks really good for that type of scenario. But let's go ahead and just dive in. So in the overall energy, you have the Three of Wands here. So the Three of Wands is kind of the first victory that you get in the suit of Wands. And it eventually leads to the Six of Wands, which you have twice. That's a bigger victory. So you have small wins here that are stacking up to a much bigger win in the month of February for you, Libra. I love to see that for you. The Three of Wands can also say that maybe you are taking a bird's eye view over your situation, or you're kind of like looking out to the distance here and thinking about what ships are sailing into my life at this time, or what ships do I want to sail on, sort of metaphorically speaking here, in my life at this time. You have an opportunity to potentially move into something new, but it almost feels like you are growing within your situation. It doesn't feel like you're changing like a job. It almost feels like you're growing within your job, and maybe if you're an entrepreneur, for example, you're finding a new revenue stream, or maybe you find out that there's a new position within your job that you are maybe doing. Something like this here is happening. Sorry, I have to get the cards right. If you've watched me long enough, you know I need to get the cards right. Okay, I'm gonna really stop playing with them now. But yeah, so something like this could be on the table for you here in February. There is some type of like motion forward here for sure at this time. Now, at the beginning of the month, or the first column here, you have the Strength card, the Queen of Wands, and the Six of Swords showing up here. So the Six of Swords, this is the one card that may suggest that you are in a period of transition here. And so if there's one card, well, really Three of Wands could also indicate short distance travel. But if there's really one card that would suggest maybe something new, it would be the Six of Swords in this case. This can see, but again, I have to trust my intuition here. My intuition feels like you're transitioning into something new within your situation. So maybe you're becoming, I'm just going to give you an example here. Maybe you're becoming a manager, or maybe you are, doing an upward move, an upward career move within the career. Or maybe, if we're going back to the relationship timeline, this relationship is transitioning into something new. And it looks to be pretty healthy and harmonious, by the way, for your relationship situations here for sure, if that is on the table for you. You've got the Queen of Wands, which I love to see for you. The Queen of Wands is somebody who is really, really fun to be around. This is somebody who's lively, bold, energetic, funny, confident, courageous, assertive. All of these types of things come forward when you have the Queen of Wands. But this also would indicate that you have like a high degree of skill or a very nice skill set in career situations. Remember, Wands connects to career. And if we look at this middle row here, Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, Six of Wands, and then on the bottom, the Four of Wands, bang, right? That is all career movement. That is all career success stacking up for you here in this month. And so this appears to be an incredibly profitable time for you in your career, and a really, really fertile time in your life for sure, as it relates to career opportunities and situations. But more so, again, like the wins are finally starting to stack up for you here, Libra. With the Strength card, you do have Leo energy, by the way, with the Strength card and the Queen of Wands. It's possible that some of you are dealing with a Leo, or you're taking that on in yourself. If you know what your natal chart, if you have your natal chart, like if you know your time and location of birth, you may want to take a look at your Leo house or your Leo placements here as well. That could certainly be something that might be helpful for you. But with the Strength card, there is something at the beginning of the month that you're being called on to be bold and fearless around. Okay, and this could indicate like this transition that I'm talking about here with the Six of Swords. It will take some courage, but it is ultimately leading you to something that's really nice. So in the middle column here, you have the Two of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Moon showing up here in this reading in this middle column. So this might be middle of the month. You know, this is kind of like I like to read this as a progression when I do this monthly spread here. And, you know, sometime maybe around the middle of the month here, you've got this meeting of the minds, if we're sticking to the career timeline here that I'm talking about. So this can represent partnerships generally in your life, really harmonious, healthy, solid partnerships appearing in your life. And the Three of Wands can indicate needing to communicate with others, create trade agreements or partnerships and alliances in the career areas of your life. Again, it is also a kind of a small win or a nice win in your life as well, connected to career. And so I like to see that. The Moon may suggest that there's one thing in your life at this time that needs a little bit of attention, but don't let that sour or spoil the reading, because this reading is extremely positive. There is one thing under the surface that you have to take a look at here with the Moon card showing up next to the Two of Swords. And it's there is something, there definitely is like a blind spot here in this reading, which is showing up with the Moon and the Two of Swords. This is like a bit of a blind spot in your life. There may just be something that's calling your attention for you to name and to call out and to work on. And that's okay. That's part of life as well. But overall, this looks really good for you. Now, in the relationship area, this person could be Leo, Pisces, actually pretty heavy Pisces with the Hanged Man and the Moon card. This could also be Leo energy. And we have a few swords, which would be you. But yeah, those could be some of the people you're dealing with. Try not to get hung up on the signs, though, because the natal chart is, you know, vast. They could be a Pisces rising and not know it, or you may not know it, whatever. You get the idea here. So yeah, relationship stuff looks good. I do expect to have some communication in your relationship situations in this month with the Three of Wands, Two of Cups, Four of Wands. This will be good. There may also be something here in relationships in this blind spot where you need to address. There may be something that needs to be addressed before you proceed. But again, you're coming to like a resolution on whatever needs to be addressed. In the final column, you have the Hanged Man, the Six of Wands, and the Two of Swords here. So this small win is stacking up to a big win at some point in February, maybe closer towards the end of February. But with the Six of Wands, you can see this person's being paraded through a crowd of people, being cheered on. And we almost have a perfect progression. We're only missing the 5, but we've got 3, 4, 6 of Wands here. And I do think that like whatever snag in the road should be there isn't going to be there, because the 5 Wands may be a little bit of a snag in the road or a hiccup in the process. It's almost like that's not even going to be there for you. This seems to be a really smooth transition or a smooth progression in your life here, especially as it relates to career. The Hanged Man says if there's something that you're holding on to let go of it and to embrace whatever transition's coming in here, especially as this is diagonal with the Six of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Hanged Man. Two of Swords, really, it is a blind spot. You know, this person's blindfolded. They're trying to figure out the right way to say something. Two of Swords may suggest that you're having a hard time coming up with words to communicate to somebody. But it also talks about healthy conflict resolution. And really, you're just looking to find the right combination of words with somebody, which it looks like you, excuse me, it looks like you can definitely have here in this month. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at getting some of these oracle cards here, Libra, for you. Now, I do hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. Please do hit the like button and subscribe. Really helps the channel grow in a big way. So I wanted to see what was on the bottom here, and you have Kali Ma, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Kali Ma is the destroyer of fear. And you do have that theme showing up here with the Strength card and the Queen of Wands at the beginning of the month, saying that there is something where you're being called on to be fearless and to really go for something here at the beginning of the month. You have Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Amazing. So you're putting together the puzzle pieces here, especially as we have this nice progression of wands in your career life. You then have Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. And you also have Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. By the way, the Buddha card has been coming in for so many people in this month. This is a great month to not only get moving on something, to really go full steam ahead on something, but it's also a great month to listen to what your soul wants to tell you, to listen to what the universe is bringing forward for you, especially with this Hanged Man, which can indicate that maybe you're taking time to meditate or you're taking time out for yourself to ponder your situation, to think about what's going on in your life and in your situation. This could certainly be on the table for you. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at these Kipper cards here. Let me get a shuffle for you. Okay. Any cards for Libra? Let me go ahead and split the deck here. Okay, first card, wow, Great Fortune. That is the best card in the Kipper deck to get, especially connected to money. This is the one card, well, there are really two, but this is like major windfall card, okay? So, I mean, listen, I am never somebody who's going to recommend that you buy lottery tickets when you can't. So, you know, listen, I'm like, gamble if you want to gamble, but I'm certainly not saying because you get the Great Fortune card, you should gamble. But the Great Fortune card is like, there's a nice windfall potentially here available. And again, this could be something very simple in that, okay, now you've got a huge pay bump or you've got a huge pay increase. That's probably more so what I would expect in a reading like this, because we don't have the Wheel of Fortune. If you had the Wheel of Fortune, that'd be a different situation. You have concern here as well, and let's see here, thoughts. Okay, so there is something in your thought process showing up here with concern and thoughts as you have the Two of Swords and the Moon. There's just, it's simple. There's one thing in your life that you have to address at this time, and yeah, it will resolve itself. Let me see what else we have here. You have Privileged Lady. Interestingly enough, I wanted to take a look at what was on the bottom here, and you have this marriage card. So the Privileged Lady could be somebody who is wealthy. This is somebody who could come from a wealthy family. This could also say that you have a wealthy partnership here aligning for you as well. And there is definitely a significant marriage timeline showing up for some of you in this reading, as you also have the Four of Wands on the bottom. Wow, Libra, I love this for you. Let's go ahead and let's take a look at clarifying this message. Go ahead and shuffle these tarot cards here. We're gonna get a few more cards for you. Okay. Wow, Libra, looking good. Okay, you've got the Moon coming in twice. Okay, so the Hanged Man twice and the Strength card twice. Wow, so double confirmations here showing up for you in this first column. So we Hanged Man twice, Moon twice, and then the Strength card here as well. All right, what is the one thing, Libra, that you are going back and forth on? Listen, I'm a Libra. Let me tell you, for me to make a decision, it is like so agonizing. I can tell you, I'm not a perfect person, right? I read tarot cards, whatever. I like to help people in this way. But, personally, I do have a hard time making decisions. And I'm sure some of you can absolutely relate to this if you are a very Libra person like me and you have multiple Libra placements. There's one thing here that you are simply going back and forth on. Okay, there's some analysis paralysis here. And, what could this be around? Well, it could be connected to like, wow, okay, this person wants to take it to the next step with me in this relationship. If I do this, it means we're going to have to move in. It means I'm going to have to sell some things. It means I'm going to have to X, Y, and Z. Or is this really the right person? And I do feel this way about this person, but X, Y, Z, right? Like you are probably coming up with all of these ideas about something in this partnership, if that's for you. On the other end, if you're in this career scenario, some of you are like, okay, do I really take the leap? Do I really take the leap? The moon here is actually kind of nice because what it's saying is it's a great time for you to get some details. Get some details. What information do you need to gather about this situation? Do you need more data? Do you need more facts? Particularly in the work situation, in the work sphere. And what the Hanged Man says is it's really time to embrace the transition here in your life into wherever it is that you're going. The Hanged Man, is number 12. The next card would be the Death card, which is a transformation. You have this here with the Six of Swords, which is a transition, and you're being called to be brave and courageous in moving into this new transition here. Okay, so you've got the Eight of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so whatever information that you are lacking at this time, you will get the information you need with the Eight of Wands. And what's nice is it's almost like an immediate solution. Yeah, there's an immediate solution to this situation, which is right now the analysis paralysis and the feeling of being uneasy, or the uneasiness, I should say, in this reading is simply because you need more data. You need more data. And what the Eight of Wands is data. It's coming in. It's information coming in swiftly or quickly. This could be through emails, phone calls, text messages, letters, whatever. But I also think that this could be about your own fact gathering. And it's like as soon as you acquire all the facts, data, everything that you need, yeah, this all gets, you get the, you get what you need. You get the answer to the problem. You've got the Five of Cups with the Eight of Cups. So this is simple. I've said multiple times in this reading, there's one thing here that you're hanging on to with the Hanged Man, and there's a blind spot here. I do think that Eight of Wands is revealing the blind spot, and with the Five of Cups and the Eight of Cups here, this is you walking away and recognizing that, okay, now I've taken the blindfold off and I can see the situation for what it really is. And now that I'm armed with this new data, these new facts, this new information, I can confidently walk in the direction that I want to walk in. By the way, confidence here is very important for you at this time, Libra, with the Strength twice and the Queen of Wands. Definitely something about confidence here. Okay, now we have another repeating message of the Four of Wands. Okay, Death card. I was looking for that card. And the Four of Swords. Can we get one more card here? Page of Cups. Okay, so I really, really wanted to clarify that Death card. But the thing is, I've talked about this, right? Hanged Man twice. You have multiple opportunities here to start a transformation. Okay, the Hanged Man is hanging on by this cable, this cord. They need to cut the cord and embrace the next card, which is the Death card, and fall into the unknown. And there are times where sometimes we have to embrace the unknown and allow ourselves to sort of just be guided. And with the Page of Cups, this could, like I said, be connected to a love offer or opportunity in your life with that Page of Cups here. And I do think that this is very good for you because whatever love situation that is showing up here, this is like, okay, we're all in. We're going all in, especially because, look, the Knight of Pentacles is on the bottom. This is a dedicated person in your life. Okay, this is somebody who's going to be here for the long haul. This is somebody you can rely on and depend on. And you could also be that person, by the way. But yeah, this is definitely showing up as, I think, the person here that we're talking about. On the other end, in the career sphere, it's like, go for it, because you'll basically, it's one of these situations where I think you're looking to take a risk. Yeah, there's a risk-taking scenario here that could really be profitable for you, Libra, but it's going to require you to get out of your comfort zone. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this reading, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll most certainly be talking to you again soon.